Hey, this is Flo and welcome back to Advent of Packages. In today's episode, we will have a look at a very tiny text-based UI framework for Swift UI, and it's called Shiny. Basically, it allows you to have these glossy, shiny text effects in your Swift UI views, and the interesting part about this project is that it is based on core motion, so on the gyroscope of your device, meaning that when the user moves around their device, rotates it, lifts it up and down, then the shiny effect will actually start to happen. If the device is static and not moved, then your text element will just have a static color, but if your device is moved and rotated around, then it will actually have this shiny effect here. I don't think that we need to look into the examples here because this is super simple to use. Let's just jump straight into Xcode. As always, I've already added the package dependency here to the project. Let me actually zoom in a bit for you. Let's start by importing it, shiny like this. And then, as I said, it's super simple to use this package. You have a text element, you just add the .shiny modifier. If you just use this simple modifier without any parameters, then you get the following effect. I have connected QuickTime here via my iPhone. So right now I'm holding my iPhone still, but if I move it around, then you see there's this shiny effect. So this is just a regular .shiny modifier. If you want to, you can also pass in a gradient. So, oops, shiny, and then you can see pass in a surface, or it's actually a gradient. And if you just hit dot here, then there will be a bunch of different options. Let's just try out a few. So let's use rainbow, and let's actually copy this text a few times in a VStack so that we can compare some of the different variants. So for the first one, let's use the regular .shiny. Then let's use rainbow, and then maybe like hyper glossy. Here you can pass in a UI color, not a Swift UI color, but a UIKit UI color. So keep that in mind. I will just do blue for now. And then for this whole VStack, I will make the text a bit larger using the large title. Let me run this on my iPhone, and then once it's available, let me open up QuickTime again. Okay. So right now the iPhone is static, and once I start moving it around, then you can see the different effects. So I would say that the regular shiny modifier is the same as the rainbow gradient. So the first two look they look exactly the same to me. And then the hyper glossy is just very much based on the color parameter that you pass in. So I reckon that this one is probably pretty interesting if you're actually using this in an app without white background, where you have a background image during your onboarding flow, or where this might be the logo in your navigation bar or whatever. Then I think the hyperglossy one with a passed in color could be interesting to use. Of course, as you saw, there are a few different gradients here that you can use: iridescent, glossy, matte, and so on. And you can also just create your own gradients. That's already it for this episode. I think this is a pretty cool little package. You can definitely use this during onboarding flows for your logo inside your app, and wherever you want to direct the user's attention using these animated shining colors. Alright, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, then subscribe to keep tuned, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.